This had to have been about 2001 or 2002. Donovan and Joey and the Dauber. Sure enough, we had a lot of fun. You know, I met this guy. He's like somewhere between 85 and 90. I can't remember what it was, 80 something. He was a lot older than me. And he's alone. Lives by himself. And he was telling me nobody comes to see him anymore and stuff like that. And it just put me to thinking, I'm very fortunate I'm not alone. I got family all around me. My immediate family, you know, my daughter and my 3 grandsons. So this don't kind of fit for me. But I guess what I'm trying to say is if aging alone seems like it might be inevitable for you, I suppose there's some things that you need to think about doing, you know, preparing for that before you get to that age. And like I said, this doesn't fit to me, but I kind of got some tips, and it's just stuff that I've observed and just things I think a person that appears like they're going to be, you know, if let's just say your parents and your grandparents wasn't long lived. They died somewhere in their 60s or 70s. And that possibly means you might not be long lived either. And I consider long lived any time you get past 80. You know, for most of us, there's some deterioration in our brains. That's inevitable. Maybe some not so much, but for some others quite a bit. If you intend on remaining at home in your less than nimble years, so to speak, it would pay to minimize potential problems that you might have at home when you're by yourself. You know, and outside, if you're going to be trying to do gardening or something like that, and like what are the surfaces, what's the surface of the floor is typical. And I've noticed there's certain types of floors I have trouble walking on. You know, like are they likely to cause stumbling or falling down, stuff like that. And if you're living alone in later years, you and there's nobody around, falling is a major thing. You know, I know it would be for me. Uh, Fortunately, when I fell, I've had somebody around. Uh, but you know, like, should you put up ramps in a shower? A shower, almost 100% certain you need rails in that shower. Absolutely. I've got one rail in our shower. I actually need two on different walls. You know, I got the one in front of me, but I need one off to the side. Bad. And a shower stool, you know. Oh, it's just a lot of things that you know, like, even handrails in the hall or something like that, you know. And don't wait till you get there that you need that stuff. A lot of these things seems unnecessary if you're not considered old age yet. Uh, but plan for it, folks. It's coming, and I didn't plan for it. I made those mistakes. A lot of us, we wait almost till you're bedridden sometimes. So it's important to my, and a lot of my subscribers now, you guys, a lot of your 50 plus, and so it might seem like 80's far away at that age, but no, it's not. It's a lot closer than you think it is. I'd give anything if I could hobble around like I used to. But it's here. I didn't plan ahead. I missed the boat on several things. You know, you should actually, when you're younger, you should be taking better care of your body and watching your diet. Maybe even if you're not overweight, it's a good idea to watch that diet, because there's a lot of things that does a lot of harm to your body. And I've just come to realize that, you know, it's been a wake-up call for me. And a lot of things, it's too late for me to do anything about it. I can keep trying. I can keep trying to watch my diet. I can keep trying to exercise, and I don't mean I need to get out of this dang wheelchair and quit using it so much and hobbling around, you know, scooting along with my feet. I need to walk more, and I can walk. But I'm 80, going to be 81 in a little over a month. And I'm considering myself, I'm going to be long-lived. I'm already long-lived. I've already lived past my life expectancy. But fortunately, I'm not alone. But it's really sad to see somebody, I just can't imagine what it would be like to sit here in this house or a house or an apartment with my grandbabies all gone, my daughter's gone. You know, they're not here with me. I can't imagine that. And you kind of know, or you should kind of know, if you're going to have children, you know. And if you're married and your spouse is living now, that's not going to be forever. One of you's going to go, uh, and the other one's going to be there all of a sudden alone. And most kids normally have moved out. They've got families they're raising on their own, and they don't come to see you as often. You want them there every day. So, I don't know why I feel like I got to explain to you. Most of you probably already know this, but most of you, like me, you probably never thought about it much. You know, so maybe I'm kind of jogging your memory, especially if you're younger, you know, like in your 50s or 40s, something like that. And some of you are still in your prime. Oh, yeah. I wished I was still in my prime. But I'm not. You know, the one thing that worries me, that I worry about a lot, is uh, having frequent memory loss. I do that a lot. It's only temporary. I'm trying to think of a name or something, and right now I'm thinking of somebody in my YouTube family. I can picture them in my mind right now. What they look like, who they are, but right now I'm having a difficult time pulling up the name. I'll think of it in a minute, but that worries the crap out of me. It seems like when you're growing older, you don't really realize it so much till one day you're like, what happened to the years, you know? Uh, I'm like, what happened to the last 30 years? Um, I don't know. Anyway, my advice is be aware that it's coming, and you should know kind of in your mind whether you're going to be wind up alone or just you and your spouse. Uh, you know whether you're going to have kids around you and stuff. And I don't mean living down the block or something. I mean living in the same house with you. That's my situation. I'm not alone. And if I live to 90, I suppose I'll have my daughter right here with me, and Donovan will be right here with me. As far as Jaden, who knows? 10 years from now, he'll be 23 and maybe moved out and on his own. I don't know. But it's pretty much a given. My daughter and I'll be together, and Donovan, hopefully. But it's life, folks. And even I watched the Waltons back when that was a popular show, you know, and I always liked the big family there in the house all together. But you know what? The Walton kids was growing up and drifting away too. So who knows how that would have wound up, you know, how they would have written that out. Of course, that was just a TV show. But I don't want nobody moving. I don't want them going nowhere, but that's me. I don't want an empty nest. Uh, but that's just some thoughts about that. And maybe it helps somebody or maybe it won't, but I'm just throwing it out there. Um, I hope you and your families are well. We're okay. However, we're waiting for test results back. Might have COVID in the house again. I feel fine. Uh, Feeling okay. Just being alive, right now. Just being. Uh, it's good. Uh, I guess I just want to share this with you. Maybe it helps somebody. But all my subscribers, I don't have a lot of subscribers, but got a few. But anyway, I guess I want to say God bless you, and hopefully things are going well for you, and try to plan ahead a little bit. It may, but sitting here on my 81st year almost now, I feel like I've got something to offer, but I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but my 81st, I figured at my 80th year was the milestone, but 81st year, it's just another bonus year for me. And my heart hurts for so many of you, so many of my subscribers is suffering. Christy's got COVID. Marty, got the neck problem, and I don't want to call them because I'll forget people. I know there's a bunch of you there that's got these problems. Troy's got problems. Darlene. And Angie, it's me again, but see, I can't remember that well. I mean, I can go back and look at my notes, I look down here and I can see my notes, and then I'll know who's sick and who's doing okay. Lisa's got health problems. She's not that old. Christy's not that old, but she's got COVID. And I hope to gosh we ain't got it in the house again, but my daughter was exposed to it, Donovan was exposed to it, and Jaden was exposed to it. And the people they were exposed to was all one family, and that let's see, there's Rosa, there's her husband, there's Ariana, and the little boy and the girl. The little boy's the same age as Jaden. Ivan, he's got it. The little girl, I'm not sure if she's got it or not. Rosa's got it, and her husband's got it. Ariana has had her shots and boosters, so right now she doesn't seem to have any symptoms. But I guess the only good thing, about if it's COVID, that Donovan and Jennifer will still get paid. They'll get paid for like a week without having to be at work, and if they got COVID. But if they got it and I wind up having it, I hope I'm just showing mild symptoms. Everybody says stay positive, you know, but given my age and given how bad off I was when I had it before, if it gets like that again, I may not get out of there. And you know the thing about people when they got COVID and they're in the hospital alone, they usually die alone. No family around. They won't let family come around. I think they ought to do something about that. But anyway, folks, that's my video. I'm not really feeling down. I'm nervous. I'm apprehensive about maybe COVID being in the family again. And I'm due Thursday to get my, that's the day after tomorrow. On the 10th, I have to get my COVID booster shot. Had I known last week when all this stuff was coming down about COVID being exposed to it and everything, and had I known I could have went to Publix and with my shot card and got a booster shot, I would have done it. I didn't know, and it wouldn't have cost me anything, but I didn't know that. Anyway, that's my video, folks, and I'm got to stick to it, of course. That's my story. I appreciate it. Love you. God bless y'all. See you in the next one. See ya.